My name is Eva and I'll be your guide in a journey to the history of our hometown, Ljubljana. It's a known fact that the inhabitants of Ljubljana don't know much about their history. And it's sad because our city is just so beautiful and full of it. And that's why we'd like to share some small but important bits of it with you. I'm here with one of Ljubljana's citizens to do a short interview to learn just how much people know about the history. So, hi and welcome, Brunka. Are you ready to leap into our history?
Yes, I was born ready.
Okay, so the first question, where and when did the pile dwellers live?
Tough question. But I think 10 million years ago in South Africa.
Are you sure?
I don't know, but I think I will still go with this answer.
Well, you're wrong. I think we should ask someone who actually knows the answer to this question.
Hello. The pile dwellers, or mostiščari in Slovene, actually lived on the verge of Ljubljana approximately 2000 years ago, in the Copper Era. We call that area the Ljubljana Moors. They lived in wooden settlements in the middle of swamps or lakes, connected only by wooden bridges. As a mean of transportation on water, they used boats carved out of tree trunks, called drevaki. Their clothing was made out of animal skin. They lived off of hunting, fishing, and primitive agriculture.
So the first question didn't go very well, huh, Blomklar? I hope you'll have more luck with the next one. So who was the first to build the first city on this area, and how do we know so much about their culture?
Oh, I know this one. They were Greeks.
No. Again, we'll ask someone who knows the right answer.
Emona was the first city built by Romans in the 1st century BC. In time, it evolved to a larger city that became the center of this region. The people who lived there were quite fortunate to live in the middle of all that rich and wonderful culture. We can see that from the beautiful treasures they left behind, for example, women's dainty jewelry made of gold and precious stones. Soldiers' weapons, such as swords and spears on which the sun's light used to gleam, as they fought their enemies. We know that from the many books, one so thick and strong, but now so thin and fragile.
Thanks, Romana. Now, Bronka, the last question. I really hope you'll get this one right. So, who lived on Ljubljana's castle in medieval ages?
I think it was used as a prison, so, prisoners?
Bronka, you really shouldn't answer so hastily. You got this one wrong again. I'm sorry, but there's not a scintilla of knowledge about your own hometown in you. I'm disappointed. Let's hear the right answer.
In medieval times of Ljubljana, castle was a home of the king and his court. Only the noble people could live there. Ladies and their knights lived almost like in a dream. Everything in the aristocratic class was very romantic. Knights fought for hearts of their ladies with the swords in their hands and fury in their eyes. But sadly not everyone was so fortunate as them. Peasants had to cope with poverty and sickness. Life wasn't really fair back then, but I guess we have a similar situation nowadays.
I think we learned a lot today, haven't we, Bronka?
Yes, Eva, I feel like a completely new person. Thanks for that wonderful experience.
You're welcome, and I hope you enjoyed it too.
Luda. Now I may not be the worst or the best, but you gotta respect my honesty, and I may break your heart.